So my name is Bram. I'm the co-founder of Floor Launch. This is a Flooring CEO podcast, and today I want to talk about focus and how important focus is, and also why keeping focus is so hard, and how you can actually solve that. All right, because I see this constantly happening. A floor retailer is doing okay. They're doing, let's say, $1 million a year. Not great, not bad. But then let's say they have a slow quarter, right? They suddenly a few months, it goes a little bit slower. Then what happens? And a lot of people and business owners, what they do is they actually start saying yes to things that they have not should not have said yes to, right? So what it means, they add services, right? Because let's say it's a slow quarter, and then suddenly a customer asks you like, but I want to, get my bathroom done as well, my kitchen, I need some cabinets, and do you guys do that as well? And then at first you never said that you did, but you're like, I can figure it out. I saw the suppliers. How hard can it be? Right, that's the question. And then suddenly you do kitchen remodels, bathroom remodels, painting, window treatments, all kinds of, even furniture, all kinds of different things on top of actually flooring. So a lot of people think like, wow, now I'm so much more complete. I'm offering more services. I can help more people. My market just got bigger. Like, that's great, right? But actually, you're killing the business. Because today I want to make the case that focus and being the best at one thing is the single most underrated strategy inside of flooring, right? And starting a business overall. Because what happens if you start using different kind of services is that a lot of times the whole reason why you actually do this is not necessarily because of like strategy. A lot of times it's very impulsive, and it comes out of a place from fear that if you don't have enough services to sell, that you won't have enough customers to actually sell to, that you will go out of business, right? And mind you, if you're just starting out and you don't have any money coming in, like, I get it, right? Like, you have to take any credit card you can. But the most important thing to actually grow the business is focus, right? Because a lot of people think like, oh, but if flooring slows down, then at least I have painting, or at least I have, my cabinets that I can sell, or like the other service that I came up with. Because they think that more services to sell would just, grow their business even more, but it's not actually, because you're actually just afraid of losing the job. Because what happens if you run all of those services, that instead of running one business, you're actually running three businesses, right? You're going to have to market for three businesses. You have to do all of your operations. You have to train your team and all the different things. So the likelihood of things going wrong will just increasingly go up, and your whole brand gets diluted as well, right? So a lot of people think like, oh, why do I go to this company? Okay, do everything, right? Instead of, okay, there's this one specialist. And the beautiful thing already, how I can tell and explain how it has helped my business journey, is that when I started my marketing company, I was doing everything, right? I was doing like all the different services that the marketing company can offer for all kinds of different industries. So there was no focus at all. So I was just doing everything, running around. And then at one point, what you do is instead of starting straight away with, building out the website or the ads, is you start with a strategy. So every client needed a custom strategy to figure out, how are we going to make your marketing successful? And what happened is, instead of everything becoming better, is actually you have to spend way, way more time on each client to actually make them successful, and you never really get good at something. So what we did is, now we are completely flooring focused. So we only work with flooring companies. We don't do anything else, right? So if you do any bathroom remodeling, I'm sorry, we can't help you, right? We only do flooring companies. And the beautiful thing about that is that we are so good at flooring, and we know the market inside and out. We know all of the operation, we know the sales process, we know all of the different products that are out there on the market. And there is so much depth of knowledge still to be achieved when you're just focusing on one thing. And the same goes for flooring as well. And I would say you can also do the math on specialization, right? Because let's say you're um, only focused on flooring, maybe like even a specific flooring product, is that if you're running ads against other companies, if you're saying, so if someone is looking for like high-end hardwood flooring, specifically hardwood flooring, right? They're looking for a specialist. Then let's say I'm Empire today, and I'm like a big home improvement company says like, hey, we do all kinds of home improvement, whatever job you want to do inside of your home, we can help you. In comparison to marketing saying, we're the hardwood flooring specialist, we can do any pattern, every, like, we know exactly hardwood in and out. We've done multiple like multi-million-dollar homes. We know exactly how to do hardwood stairs, hardwood patterns. So basically, you're the hardwood specialist. Like the difference in marketing and the messaging is so huge that I believe that if you're a specialist and you can just get more of those specialist jobs, you'll do it much better. So that's on the marketing side. Also, your close rate will go up as well because you can actually sell them specifically on what they're looking for. Because let's say I'm looking for a hardwood specialist, then I'd rather like let a real hardwood specialist close me, and by the way, also charge higher prices at the same time as well, right? In comparison to just a general home improvement company that can do hardwood flooring as well, but like I'm not completely sure. So it's the same analogies for if you go to a general doctor, they usually make about like let's say like $100,000, $200,000 a year. But if you would go to a specialist, which is for example a brain surgeon, they make like $500,000 a year or more, right? The whole reason is because they are a specialist, so they have much more depth of knowledge in this specific field, and that's exactly also instead of a flooring business, but also just running an operation yourself, is that if you have one field of knowledge, you can get so much depth in this one field. This will actually let you get leads at a lower cost, close a higher percentage of those leads, and also ask higher prices as well, and also get more referrals later down the line as well, right? So something that I want to go into and what a lot of people think about specializing as well is that the market isn't big enough, and that if you're only specializing and focusing on one thing, that then you're not going to get enough leads to actually grow the business. And I can tell you with so much confidence how many times I've broken this belief that you're just looking at this small area, and then we work with a flooring company because we work like with flooring companies on the marketing side. And then we're just booking so many appointments, so many. And then realizing as well that you're only capturing like a small portion of that like local area as well, because there's still other companies that are also marketing, they're also getting leads, and also like people that are just referring and just sending people over to networks, like to the network to other companies. And there's still so much market out there that people don't really realize. And I think if you really have a problem with that, then you know you have a marketing problem instead of an actual like market size problem. That's the thing that I've seen the most of the times. That if you, for example, and this is a great example, if you look at Refloor is a great example. So they don't even do all of the flooring types as well. They just said to focus in on a few flooring types, which is hard surfaces. I think right now they've thrown a few more in there, but especially when they were coming up, they didn't do any kind of other flooring types. And they have just marketed themselves as the flooring company in the area. And we're just able to build a whole shop and home company from the ground up and grow that to $100 million and beyond. So basically, to summarize it, if you're a generalist now and you feel like, okay, you're offering all kinds of different services, if you really have to, like, you can still do it for a little bit, but on the long run, really choose one profession, choose one niche that you really want to go into, build all of your marketing, your brand, everything around that, and make sure that all of your operations, your SOPs, your internal team trainings, all are tailored to those services, because otherwise you're just really going to grow headaches instead of actually growing the business. And then over the next 12 months, I'm guaranteeing you that you can grow the business only if you do less things, but do those things better. So less, but better. So that's the message that I want to give you. If there was any helpful at all, just hit the follow button or subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Ciao.